Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The Mogale Local Municipality calls for communities to report illegal mining after 21 bodies were discovered at a local mine. It's alleged that the deceased were illegal mine workers killed when a mine shaft was flooded during heavy rains on Tuesday. 19 bodies were discovered on Wednesday, while 2 more were found on Thursday morning. For more on this, we're joined by Tyrone, Mogale City Mayor. Very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Newzroom Afrika, and thanks for your time. Illegal mining, once again under the spotlight, and of course it raises several concerns as the investigation is underway. A forensic team has been combing the scene trying to get to the bottom of this, but you have raised another serious concern that these matters are not often reported.
Good afternoon to you, Mpo, and thank you very much. Indeed, the reason sometimes it isn't important is that let's say the underground market is also supporting the relative communities where they're in. Often we see situations where illicit miners have to hire the back rooms of some of the community members in the area. So it mustn't be seen that zamazamas are exclusive or from a different sector of society as if they fall from the sky into these open shafts. They are actually being, in many instances, supported by the community.
In the support and the relationship dynamics that you speak of, we know that a lot has come out on the ground from community members who've expressed their concerns, speaking to being bullied and harassed by these illegal miners who are said to reportedly be taking over and threatening their livelihood. What have you done about that?
So this is why it's incredibly important that we actually start formalizing the sector. There are actually all the legislative frameworks and policy directives in place as from this year, 2022. The ASM policy was gazetted by the DMRE. However, what we actually need is to embark on roadshows so that we can facilitate both the illicit mining trade and the communities in the area to actually become part of the solution in terms of the problem that we face. There's no reason why we can't have a more formalized, regulated environment whereby we can issue permits, etc., from the DMRE, if that's something that they're willing to undertake, and then actually unlock all the economic benefits of these mines towards the communities and indeed have a more safer space. In terms of bullying tactics, this is what we critically ask, is that in terms of the Disclosure and Protected Whistleblowers Act, it's not always 100% the case, but where the community is able to report these matters. I've received a plethora of videos and anonymous tip-offs from the community, and it does really help because then I'm able to protect their identity, and as myself, I give it on over to SAPS.
Now, let's go back to this grim discovery that was made over Wednesday and Thursday. In our exclusive coverage here on Newzroom Afrika, speaking to one of the illegal mine workers, he spoke to how this cannot be foul play. Police have also said they don't suspect that it's foul play. That also speaking to how the bodies were brought to the surface by the mining companies, saying that the operations there they have a mutually beneficial relationship with the mine owners as well as the illegal zamazamas. That in itself speaks to a completely different underground world, another market that is allegedly, according to the illegal miner, now run by the owners. How much information do you know about that?
Well, I can't confirm or deny that, but it's not unimaginable to imagine that that is the actual situation. I'm unaware of any formal or verbal arrangements between, for instance, some of the mine owners as well as the illicit miners. However, it may or may not be taking place. Once again, I do believe that they need to secure the area as best as possible. The particular site in question is quite on the periphery of Mogale City, going in towards Randwest City, and there's a lot of dense vegetation in the area, such as black wattles, which makes policing, especially securing the area, rather difficult. If there is some sort of formalized or informal arrangement between the illicit miners and the mine owners, it's probably done in a way to also let's say, protect the surrounding miners formally and then as well as the community. The issue that we're actually facing is that this has been so ongoing for so long and it's so systemic that it's going to be very difficult to simply go cold turkey off of it. That's why I'm advising that the DME takes upon roadshows, declares special economic zones in conjunction with the municipalities. We actually have a prime opportunity now. All Gauteng municipalities have to promulgate the bylaw for TIDA, which is the Township Economic Development Act. And along with that, there's no reason why we can't have a drilled down specialized declaration of a, let's say, special economic mining zone where we can cut lots of the bureaucratic red tape in terms of licensing, permits, and declaring yields.
Yeah, and with the site being a forensic investigation area at the moment, how much of the work is being carried out throughout the course of the weekend? Because I understand that they were waiting for the water to subside.
Yes, indeed, they are waiting for the water to subside or at least start stabilizing. We also want to test the integrity before we do any exploratory investigations. Currently, I don't believe there are any operations in terms of its normal operational mining activities going on site until the search and rescue teams and forensic investigators can finalize their investigation.
Very well. Let's perhaps leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your time. Tyrone Gray, Mogale City Mayor, reacting, of course, to the Krugersdorp illegal miners and talking about some of the plans that are in place to formalize the mining sector.